Hey guys, today we're going to do a quick mini lesson revisit on something we did last year in seventh grade, which is solving two-step equations. Okay, we need this in order to make sure we can do our eighth grade work. So what I did is I wrote the steps down, and there's two simple steps, and I've got an example here we're going to work on. Before we do anything else, what is a two-step equation? Well, an equation is a math sentence with an equal sign, numbers, operations, there's plus, and this is actually multiply. Okay, I'll show you that in a second. And an equal sign. Okay, so one thing I want to show you, 5y is the same as 5 times y. Some of us do not realize that, but this means multiply. When there's nothing in between, it means multiply. Okay, so because that, we've got multiplication, we've got addition. We have two operations. Well, two operations makes it a two-step equation, all right? Here's how you start with attacking this problem. You always begin, if it's a two-step equation, start with the plus or the minus, so the addition or subtraction, and do the opposite to both sides. So here I see they're adding 4. Well, when I say do it to both sides, I mean do it to both sides of your equal sign. So draw a line separating the left side and the right side of your equal sign. Over here, we said that they're adding 4, so we want to do the opposite to both sides, which is minus 4, and put it under there. And then over here on this side, minus 4. Okay, so we found the addition, we did the opposite, and we subtracted. Now, guys, if you add 4 to something, but then you turn around and take the 4 away, it's like that just went away. It's gone. It's over. It's done. And then what's 39 minus 4? Well, that gives me 35. I'm going to bring down my equal sign. Now, I got rid of this, but there was something left, isn't there? It's 5y. So bring down what was left. Now we go to step 2, which is next, go to the multiplication or division and do the opposite to both sides. So here we said that was multiplying by 5. So the opposite of that is to divide by 5. Guys, you can show dividing by 5 with a fraction bar. This means 5 times y and then divided by 5. You can show divided by 5 with a fraction bar. That's the easiest way to show it. This is 35 divided by 5. Now, guys, this is going to simplify. If you put 35 divided by 5 in the calculator, you get 7. And over here, if I were to multiply that number, which is y, we don't know what it is, by 5, but then turn around and divide it by 5, it's like these guys just cross each other out. And the only thing that's still there is the y. And when y is by itself, or x or whatever letter, it's done. It's solved. You can always check by going back and taking your answer and saying, well, wait a minute. 5 times instead of y, what's 5 times 7? 35. What's 35 plus 4? 39. There's our answer. We got 2 GP problems to work, and then you guys are going to do 2 by yourself. Again, step 1, and I'll go back up there so you can see, says start with addition or subtraction and do the opposite. There's minus 2. So the opposite of minus 2 is to add 2 to that side. I'm going to draw my line going down here, and I'm going to add 2 to this side. These guys are going to wipe each other out. They cancel each other out. 22 plus 2 is 24. Bring down your equal sign. The only thing I have left still is 6x. Now, step 2 said, you go to your multiplication or to the division and you do the opposite. So here I've got multiplying by 6. So the opposite would be to divide by 6. The opposite is to divide this side by 6. Notice, same thing's happening on both sides. This is going to cancel out because they're doing the opposite of each other. X is the only thing left. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Easy. This one looks a little more difficult because it's written differently, but let's just go back to step 1. It says start with addition or subtraction and do the opposite. Well, I can see that. That says plus 10. So the opposite of plus 10 is minus 10. The opposite of plus 10 is minus 10. Again, same thing on both sides. These go away. I'm left with this weird looking guy. I'm going to bring him down. Bring down my equal sign. And then 14 minus 10, oops, I'm sorry, is 4. Okay? So I brought down everything that was left. Guys, you know that fraction bar means what? It means division. Okay? So if they're dividing by 5, well, again, we go to the next step. Next, go to multiplication or division. If they're dividing by 5, I've got to do the opposite of that. Well, the opposite of dividing by 5 is multiplying by 5. So I'm just going to show that I'm going to multiply this side by 5 over here. And I'm going to multiply this side by 5 over here. Remember, the dot in the middle means multiply. These guys right here are going to cancel each other out. I've only got x. And what's 4 times 5? Well, duh, Mr. Fraley, it's 20. Easy. Again, go up here and say, well, instead of x, I'm going to say it's 20. So what's 20 divided by 5? 4. What's 4 plus 10? 14. We're good. I want you to do these two by yourself. I want you to do these two by yourself. And we're going to come back and check to make sure you got it done. Hopefully it's right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and work these out for you. You've had time to do those. Again, start with addition or subtraction. If they're adding 8, we're going to take 8 away. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. 8 take away 8, it goes away. I'm left with my 7y. And 36 minus 8, does anybody know what that is? Anybody? 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 Hopefully it's 28. All right. And bring down your equal sign. And if they're multiplying by 7, guys, it's really easy. We do the opposite, which is dividing by 7. And y equals 4. Easy. This one, start with addition or subtraction. If they're subtracting 4, we want to add 4 to this side. We want to add 4 to this side. 3 plus 4 equals 7. These two are going to cancel each other out. The only thing I'm left with is y over 2. Well, if they're dividing by 2, we've got to do the opposite of dividing, which is to multiply that side by 2 and multiply that side by 2. These guys cancel each other out. Y is all by himself. And what's 7 times 2? 14. Hope you got it. Talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.